equals Gemini CLI. Over here I have just a few steps on kind of how to run CLI. CLI can pretty much access files on your computer. It's super good for code, and utilize them to make changes and think with its own brain very efficiently compared to just copy and pasting into GPT or something. Similar to like Claude and Codex and stuff like that. So to start off, you're going to want to open up a terminal. I already have my stuff downloaded, but to download Python and NPM, you can either download Python through the Microsoft Store, or you can go on their website, which I'll have a link below, to download Python. And then you're going to want to download NPM, which would typically be pip install NPM. Pip is the installer for Python. I'll also have a download link for it too below for if you're going to use Node or anything like that. Alright, so once you have Python and NPM downloaded, you have two options. You can either run Gemini just for a one-time use by just downloading the temp, which you would just do npx and then the GitHub link, or you could download it permanently by doing npm install with this line, and I will put all of this stuff in the description below. So once you have that fully ran and downloaded onto your machine, no matter which one you choose, you're going to just type in Gemini. So I will go to that step now. So once you click Gemini, it'll take a second and it'll show this almost like GUI interface in the terminal. So in here, it kind of just gives a few things for you to look at. So right here is kind of obviously letting you know that it's updating. So it'll automatically update for you, which is super sweet. This also just means that typically it could be better to run it in just a certain directory for it to easily access, but you can also just pass the file in here. So if yours shows this, doesn't worry, it doesn't really matter. So I think the best way to describe this is I have this easy Python file right here. This pretty much just prints 6 because it's 2 plus 4, so it's just printing x. So an easy example of this is if I take the path, which would be this, and I ask it to make x 500 plus 2 on this file, and I put it in here. So it will give you all these like funny kind of explanations of what it's doing, but it's kind of more obviously complex than that. But so it is going to tell you what to change. So in here it shows the prompt, and then it will read and concatenate files like this. So it's writing to files, so it's, I guess, confirming this line. Yes, allow. And, oh, yeah, it just changed it to 500 plus 2. So this works as expected. It just says 502. So it did exactly what I needed. But for an instance that we want something more complex, we will take this file here. This is a, pull it up. This is just a tutorial on OpenGL, so this is graphics programming. So this is a lot more complex than just a simple .py file. So right now, if you run this, it gives you this depth shape pretty much, and it has 2 different lines of depth. So with this, I'm going to have it change, or what am I going to show? I'm going to have it change everything that has green color to red. So this line will be green, or be red instead of green. So let me go in. So I will say make all green colors in this. in here. I'll copy the file. Boom. Also, as you can tell, it'll always save this too, unless you run it in a project directory. So it'll just take a second to start coming up. There we go. And yeah, it's just using 2.5. I believe the newest might be 3.5. And you also use context, which you should watch out for, because context will slowly go down. So they make sure you just don't use all their compute. So that's something definitely to look out for. So now it's going to go through a few of these little fake step names, I suppose. And then once it is finished, it'll give you what it's going to make a change for and ask. Okay. So you have 4 options, which I didn't go through before, but this would just do allow once, so it'll ask you every time. This one would make it so that as it asks you, you choose this once, and it will never ask you for the remainder of using this file. This will let you pull up an external editor to do it, so it won't just do it automatically. It'll kind of let you pull up your editor and modify it. This one will just say no. So I want to turn this a little bit because this makes it a little bit easier to see. So it's taking out blue color, but it's making the name of blue color to have red, 0 on green, 0 on blue, full opacity. So should work, but I don't know why it's doing on blue, but maybe it knows that I don't, because I would say I'm the smartest graphics programmer. Alright, so now it's using these. Replace one is not the same, for example, green colors. Replace background by green colors. Okay, let's see what it did. It did it. So, yeah. It kind of got confused because it even checked the colors to see what they look like. But, yeah, so it made it red. So, yeah, I mean, this is kind of just a quick little tutorial and example in Gemini. It's super convenient for, obviously, what's gotten super popular now for vibe coding, but it's pretty crazy how it's free, and it's very interesting what it's going to turn into.